Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kara here with another video. And in today's video, I think I found a potential counter to wizards here in Diablo Immortal. So to catch you guys up, if you guys haven't been familiar, wizards are incredibly powerful in PvP, mainly due to being able to drop this all the way over here and then drop their beam and still be able to hit people well beyond the screen there. Incredibly frustrating in PvP. They also have, as they're hitting, if they don't see that, then it's invisible beams, all that stuff. So even with that being fixed, if you can see everything, it's still incredibly powerful. So I think the answer to this, okay, so we're close to finally being able to get all of our reforged stone affixes here. So if you actually want to try to reforge, you look at these items with 3 bonus attributes from the same family unlock an additional family set bonus attributes. So we're eventually going to get 4 of these attributes here, and we're going to get a family bonus, because once you have 3, then it's going to guarantee you get your 4th one. So you need to stick with a family set bonus for each of your pieces of gear. You don't need to all stay in the same family like I'm doing here, but at least in this piece, for example, you're going to want to have 3 of wildfire in my case, because that's going to give me a 4th one and give me the family bonus here of you have a 2% chance when you defeat an enemy to summon a fireball spitting Hydra. And that's 2% for every piece. So if I did that for all of these, I would have a 12% chance to summon that, which is crazy. 12% is very likely that when I defeat an enemy to summon this fireball spitting Hydra. Same here, 12% chance your primary attacks have a 12% chance to inflict X amount of damage and stun nearby enemies for 1.5 seconds. That's crazy. Same here, let's say I'm all Jolt set. Jolt set, you have a 12% chance when attacked to immobilize your attacker. That's also insane. So pretty much all of these are fantastic, but this is going to happen when we're at, I believe Paragon 220 is when we can finally do this, because right now if you look here, you can upgrade at 190 and then it's every 30 levels. So I believe 220 is going to be the next one here. And people are just not there yet. The Paragon server level's not high enough. Even the most hardcore blasters are not even 220 yet. But once we are, then this unlocks a whole nother level of the game here. Okay, so with that unlock, the thing that I think is going to counter the wizard, if you look at everything on the family attributes, you can't counter primary attacks, you can't counter skill damage. Yes, you can counter like typical, like all damage, like enemy players minus by 2% or whatever. This is the only thing you can counter directly. Continual damage taken reduced by 6%. So I can have that on once on every piece. I can't just go like 6% here, 6% here, 6% here, but I can go 6% on each piece here. 36% potential reduce continual damage. Wizards do continual damage, so you can reduce them by 36%. Then you have the family bonuses here. So you're stuck in the trimmer set bonus if you do this. So you're going to want the stun resistance, the knockback resistance, and probably you're going to want your primary attacks have a 6% chance to reduce enemy attacks and movement speeds, which is fantastic because 36% chance that your primary attacks have a chance to reduce enemy attack and movement speeds. That's absolutely nuts. And then you combine with the fact that you're going to have this too, where you can stun people on your auto attacks. The big question though is, can ranged people use this? Because if ranged people can use this, I think Trimmer Set is going to be hilarious on Demon Hunters. Absolutely crazy to be able to do this. But if it's like an effect that comes from your character and it kind of like pulses away from your character, then I think this is going to be a massive boost to melee classes, because they're going to be able to take advantage of so many things here by being able to reduce attack and movement speeds, being able to stun people on auto attacks. Like, this is crazy. And just the direct nerf to 36% potential damage from wizards. So this set here is wild for being able to counter wizards, just one part of it, let alone all of it. And so this is going to be a big boost to a ton of other classes here. So I think this is, get ready for this, because it's just a whole thing to deep dive into when it comes to this. For example, Jolt set here, you have a 2% chance when attacked to immobilize your attacker. That's wild. This is going to boost melee classes by a considerable amount. Just imagine constantly 12% chance, because you have Jolt set family bonuses on every single one of your pieces here. You have a 12% chance to immobilize attackers. And hopefully it's not just like a circle range where you're immobilizing the attackers that are directly near you. You can immobilize these ranged attackers, because I think this is going to go a long way in stopping people from being able to constantly just spam out all of these abilities. There's actually going to be some punishment here to these ranged classes. So I think this is really encouraging. I think this is going to potentially fight back against these wizards here, because the thing that they don't really have going for them, they don't really have that great of an auto attack. So that can be a bummer there. Or maybe with this auto attack here and it kind of goes through. Maybe it's like they have the best one. Because right here it's dealing lightning from your fingertips, damage the first enemy struck, and then leaping to 3 additional enemies Imagine it leaps through and then it stuns everyone in that leap through. Then they're still busted. But I don't think that's going to be the case. If anything, I think the most likely is it's going to be, especially the stun, is going to be just for melee classes because it's going to come out in this kind of like range around your character, not actually like hit and then come out at the tip there. I think this is, just the main part I wanted to talk about was the continual damage reduction. You could do that now. You can do that stuff right now. If you have the Reforged Stones for it, you can go for it. I think that's going to really cut down a ton of the damage that people are taking from these wizards out here. They do definitely need to adjust the visual effects because I'm not calling for a nerf on the wizard. I'm just calling for mainly we have ways in game to fight it. And I'm calling for them to fix the bug where if I'm, casting this right here and you didn't see me do that, you're not going to see the beam. The beam's going to shoot out here and people can't even see it. And that's obviously a major problem that they need to fix. So that's my point here. But at least we have some way to fight it against this. Curious to hear in the comments below which Reforged Stones you guys are going to be taking. But I think this is really, fun news to, kind of fight back against these wizards. All right, guys. Well, I'm out of here. Peace.